Welcome back, my delightfully twisted friends. Today, we have a fun interactive game that you can play also at home. We are diving into the murky waters of Halloween urban legends. You know the stories, the ones that make you question every little bit of Halloween candy and every innocent-looking apple. We are going to ask you about several urban legends, and it's up to you to see if you can guess if they are true or false. Spoiler alert, at least one of these urban legends is real. Now buckle up, because we're about to hit the road and check out some urban legends. Question 1. Poisoned candy. The classic tale of the sadistic neighbor poisoning Halloween candy. Has anyone really met their demise because of a stranger's sweet gift? We'll give you 3 seconds to guess. True or false? Surprisingly enough, the answer is false. That's right. While it's wise to avoid taking candy from strangers, unless they're offering premium chocolate, no record exists of a child ever dying from Halloween candy being tampered with by a stranger. But let's talk about Ronald O'Brien, the only real-life villain in this candy caper. He actually spiked his son's pixie sticks with cyanide for an insurance payout, because nothing screams loving parent like poisoning your child. Now, unfortunately for O'Brien's son, he did pass away. However, the urban legend is that a child was poisoned by a stranger's candy, and O'Brien was his parent, and that is the only one on record as of now. Question number 2. The infamous razor blade in the apple. I mean, who even eats apples on Halloween? They're like the sad, neglected cousin of the candy bar. But is there any actual truth to this myth? You got 3 seconds to pick true or false. Okay, this story is so true. This fear has lingered since the dawn of trick-or-treating. But in 2000, a mentally ill man from Minneapolis actually did put needles in a candy bar. So one person actually did have minor injuries after decades of panic. Way to go, society. Most tampering cases, by the way, happen because of friends and family pulling pranks on one another. So if you're worried about finding a needle or a razor blade in an apple or a candy bar, then maybe you should just stick to Skittles. Question number 3. Let's talk about the urban legend of the LSD-soaked press-on tattoos. The idea was that kids were getting addicted to drugs via cute cartoon characters. So now's your chance. 3 seconds. Is this true or is this false? The answer is false. This myth has been around since the late 70s, with no actual evidence to support it. Law enforcement love to spread these warnings without any real bias. These warnings have created a delightful panic that have carried on to this day. However, the story has slowly changed, and now it involves edibles instead of LSD press-on tattoos. Question number 4. The spider wig. Now is the tale where the girl finds a wig in her grandma's attic and unleashes a swarm of spiders. We've all heard a similar story to this, so my question to you, is there anything real about it or not? Take 3 seconds and let us know, true or false. This story, surprisingly enough, is false. Spiders don't tend to use human hair for laying eggs. They're not looking for some cozy place to hatch their offsprings. So next time you find an old wig, don't worry about arachnophobia. Worry about your fashion faux pas instead. Question number 5. Real dead bodies mistaken for Halloween decors. As the story goes, in a bizarre twist of fate, back in 1976, a film crew in California mistook a human corpse for a haunt prop. It's said that while filming, a crew member went to move the prop and accidentally broke off the arm, revealing human bone. Take 3 seconds and let us know, do you think that this story is actually true? Or is it something Hollywood made up? This story is so true. The unfortunate remains belong to Elmer McCurdy, a train robber who was displayed as a sideshow attraction. Because who doesn't want an outlaw as a Halloween decor? So how did he become a Halloween attraction? Well, you see, The Undertaker, shortly after Elmer's death, put Elmer on display for people to come and see the greatest train robber. 2 carnival folk came to visit and claimed to be Elmer's relative. However, this was a lie. The Undertaker didn't know, and he gave Elmer to them to lay him to rest. For these people put Elmer on as a sideshow attraction for all to come and see. As years went by, Elmer became one with the show and just started being mistaken as a prop until nobody knew the difference. Poor Elmer, he just wanted to be remembered. Talk about a haunting legacy. Question number 6. 13-story haunted house. Now we got the legend of the 13-story haunted house where no one survives to tell the tale. I know you've all heard of it, but do you know if this story is true or false? False. Despite what you may think and how much you may argue this is an urban legend. I will give you this. Over the years, many haunts have adapted to this idea and said, this haunt is so scary, if you can make it through, you get your money back. However, what they don't tell you is, it's usually a game of chance in the final room, which decides whether you get your money back or not. Because nothing says fun like a game of chance when your money's on the line. Question number 7. Madman in a haunt. We have the tale of the escaped mental patient wreaking havoc on guests of a haunted house. This is a fear that I've heard many people talk about, why they don't attend haunted house attractions. But is there any truth to this? You got 3 seconds. Let us know. This is so true on many different occasions. In 2018, a haunt in Tennessee experienced an incident where a person pretending to be a cast member handed a knife to a patron. The patron, thinking this was all part of a show and wanting to have some fun, thought the knife was fake and pretended to stab her friend in the arm. However, unfortunately for her friend, that was not a fake knife, and her friend really did get stabbed. Thankfully, there was no major injury. However, you gotta remember, sometimes the scariest thing isn't scripted. So there you have it, folks. How did you do in this fun game of true and false with urban legends? Did you get any right? If you got at least one right, make sure to give this video a like. Were you surprised about any of these tales? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing what you have to say. And thanks for watching. And remember, stay spooky, but always keep an eye on your Halloween candy.